Drug abuse is the patterned use of a substance in which the user consumes the substance in amount or with methods which are harmful to themselves or others. In recent times, alcohol, marijuana, cocaine, and some other drugs have taken over the lives of young people. The recent craze about tramadol and the extent to which teenagers are abusing these drugs are enormous. Meet 50-year-old Francis Mensah. He has been roaming the streets of Ntin, a suburb of Cape Coast, begging for food and money to buy drugs, his daily lifestyle for the past 36 years in order to survive. He narrates how the drugs he takes aid him to steal.
My mom was very poor, so when she passed away, I was influenced by my peers to go into drugs so we can steal.
And even though Francis is now remorseful, he feels helpless about his state.
If I get a rehab, I will go. All I need is good food and peace of mind. Please help me.
This led me to a behavior modification center, St. Rita's, which has been classified as a place of possibilities, and the director at the center offered to help. On July 19, 2018, Francis Mensah was taken to the Life Sciences Medical Laboratory in Cape Coast by the director of St. Rita's Center, Amasego, to run series of tests on Francis.
So many years of his life lost to drugs, and it's so disheartening. But we thank God for the good person who decided to bring him here.
The director further pledged to support Francis with 1,000 Ghana cedis to start a business after recovery. The psychologist at the center, Sule, after a series of questions and tests, spoke to the news team.
His position is very difficult, so he will need a lot of care and attention. One, he doesn't have as much support as other addicts do get from their families. See, that's one of the key problems I identified. Okay. The family is away from him. He's deep into the addiction. Normally when I'm speaking to addicts, I tell them that when you're using drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be weed, whatever you're using, from heroin, whatever it is, it will cut your ties with your families because you're stealing from them. You're taking money from them all the time, lying to them. So it will cut those ties that you have with your family. Then it's just left with you and the drug. And that's when it kills you. But your intervention was key.
It was finally time for Francis to be taken to the center, but before that, his future after the center had to be decided. That took me to the former Archbishop of the Catholic Church in Cape Coast, Most Reverend Nketia, who confirmed he had seen Francis on several occasions and supported him in many ways, but had to give up after a terrible experience.
4 of them, 3 were sitting at the back of my car, and 1 was in front. At that time, they had started building my retirement home. I had taken 2,800 cedis to go and buy cement. I thought they were honest men who needed help and all of that. And then when I came back, they didn't suspect anything. When I went to the petrol station to buy, the bag was there, but the money was not there. So I proceeded. I know where they are. I didn't know it was a drug nest. I went there and discovered that they had shared most of the money, and so took to their heels. And we caught one and gave him to the police. In short, how I got to know him, before then he had been coming with others for a long time. And so then since then I said they shouldn't come because I discovered that I was supporting drug addiction.
He still had open arms to welcome Francis after his long stay at the behavior center and promised to give him a place to work and stay if it becomes necessary. Section 5 of the Narcotics, Drugs Control, Enforcement and Sanctions states that no person shall without lawful authority or excuse smoke, sniff, consume, inject in his body or otherwise administer a narcotic drug on his body. It is therefore imperative that those in such conditions are shown love and care to recover from drug abuse.